Oh, and we're recording.
Yeah, recording. Sweet.
Look at this. This guy's good, man.
Yeah. It's like. All right, so we're back again for the episode 3 of season 2 of The Mandalorian, or otherwise as chapter 11, The Heiress. I am back again with Steve the General Reisner, and the Dress brothers, Tyler and Luke. I have a lot of things to talk about this episode, and there is one in particular thing I want to talk about since it's.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know where that's going.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, Ernest, for some of the listeners that that don't know, I help out with editing for Blue Collar Media on Into the Lab, and Ernest is the host of that show. He texted me, "What's the dark saber?" And I sent him maybe 6 paragraphs, and I'm not even. I sent him 6 paragraphs with 3 video clips from YouTube, from Star Wars, The Clone Wars, and Rebels, and he was just like, "Cool." I'm like,
"No."
It's like sending a paragraph text and just getting a thumbs up.
Yes, that's how it was. It was just like, "Oh, that's cool," and I'm like, "Fuck!" I spent my energy on this.
That's all you got? Are you not entertained?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh my god! You asked for this knowledge, I gave it to you. Like, whatever. That's my shtick here. So,
That's your thing.
All right. But before the thing I really want to talk about, I guess I want to know y'all's general impressions first. Starting with you, Steve. What did you think of this episode? I know we all said it was great, but I guess more on what out.
I liked it. All the way through it was entertaining.
Yeah.
The other Mandalorians, I thought that was cool. How they talked about him being a child of the Watch or whatever, and it was something you'd point out in another one of our episodes about how his Mandalorian creed is to never take off your helmet, and others might not have that.
Yeah.
So that, I thought that was interesting. That whole scene there on the boat when he first meets them.
Oh,
was awesome. I thought I don't know. I was so nervous every time Baby Yoda gets into trouble. I freak out so much about this little Baby Yoda, man. I get so concerned, and it's
he's a genocidal murderer, Steve. How can you say that?
and at the same time, I'm like, all right, well, I know they're not going to kill Baby Yoda off 3 episodes into season. A minute, 2 minutes into the 3rd episode of season 2, but I still get concerned for that little guy. I have to say, Mando's got to be getting a little annoyed. This dude just everywhere he goes, he asks people for a favor, and they're like, "Yeah, I can do you that favor if you come and do this insanely dangerous mission for me."
Right?
I'm like, whatever happened to just doing a guy a solid, man? Saying
Can we take the candy from the baby? Can we take the candy from the baby?
Can we just do something?
And the Mandalorians needing him to go and do all of that with them to give him just to tell him that little sentence that everyone who's if you're a basic Star Wars fan, I guess, freaked out when they finally said what we all knew was coming. The Ahsoka Tano.
There you'll find Ahsoka Tano.
That's where you'll meet Ahsoka Tano, and everyone's like, "Ah!"
Dude.
I knew that's what they were gonna say too.
Screw it. I've been saying, this is the third episode in, I've been saying I'm never gonna stay up till 2. I think I'm gonna stay up till 2 for the rest of the season, because oh my god, that was worth it.
I bet you she's not even in the next episode.
Don't even.
That's exactly.
That's my exact worry. Actually.
No,
that's literally my concern. Is Disney's like, all right, well, we gotta buy the balls when we said Jango Fett.
The mouse has you.
And then we got him again when we said Ahsoka Tano, and we haven't even shown them Boba Fett again yet.
Right.
We've basically
this episode again, left hand.
This episode again was really just another filler episode.
Yeah.
with a really good ending.
It was definitely like, if it was food, it's definitely a meal. It kept you fed. It was better than the last thing, which was just snacks, and I was like, fine. When you say filler, I partially agree. It kind of is filler, but the minute he found the Mandalorians, I was like, okay, that's back to storyline, and then went back to filler in the sense of doing a you do me a favor, I do you a favor.
Yeah, it's like a video game.
Yeah.
Nonsensically violent adventure for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like in the Fallout games when it's like, hey man, like, can I like buy some like plants off you or whatever, like buy some food off you, and they're
I gotta
like,
buy a plant to get a
like,
sword.
And they're like, okay, well, like, yeah, like I don't know any of those games. Hey man, like, can I buy something off you? It's like, yeah, but you have to rescue my daughter first from this, like,
from the fire-breathing dragon on the top of the house.
Yeah, that's basically what's been going on.
It's like, all right, man, I just wanted like a loaf of bread or something, but like.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I guess I'll do that for a loaf of bread. I'm that fucking hungry.
Right. But what about you, Luke? What did you think of the episode?
I like again, like in the second episode, they picked up exactly where they left off. They're in the ship, they make it to there, so that's always a good starter point for me.
Yeah.
My thing is, I fanboyed because I saw Sasha Banks, because I love Sasha Banks. I've loved her since she was in NXT. So to see her in a Mandalorian suit was quite amazing. Baby Yoda seems like he actually like went from like eating this lady's eggs to actually like legitimately caring. Not, I wouldn't say maybe not caring about.
Yeah.
Him,
that's a good.
Like,
did that change something in him when he
like
saw
trying
that
to take care of him?
That he'd been trying to eat.
Yeah, so he made like a complete 180. So I don't know if that was the internet that caused that, or if that was actually the script. But
did the mouse?
So I did like
watch
that
our review.
And I just like the fact that he pretty much ate a cyanide pill. He shot the two pilots and pretty much ate a cyanide pill that was electrified.
Yeah,
I was like, we're all going down, motherfuckers. We're all dying today after all that. So I like the episode. I just don't know. I guess I just don't know where it's going to start, how it's going to start the next one, because the ship's really not in that great of repair.
Yeah,
so I don't really know.
I mean, the ropes and fishnets aren't going to hold together.
Right?
I thought ropes and fishnets could get you through space.
I don't really know where it's going to go. And also, I almost puked when I saw Baby Yoda.
See, now, if that was Han Solo flying that ship, it would still be fine.
Yeah.
With what they have on it. Han Solo would make that
right.
work. Mando, no offense to Mando. I'm sure
First of all, he can't see shit out of that fucking mask.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's a respectable pilot, but he's no Han Solo, man.
I have thought. I'm gonna wait on this. I'm gonna wait on this, but I have I have thoughts on Mando right now. Like, it's not good. It's the first time in the show where I'm like kind of have some issues with the character, but I'll wait on that. Tyler, what do you think of it?
Pretty good. I thought it was interesting. I was reading online, a lot of people said that the Mandalorian cultures was like East and West Germany kind of references. So I was like, okay, we're going there.
It kind of
I don't know if that's what they were going for when they wrote the Mandalorian lore.
It kind of, oh man, I'm gonna like try to like. I'm not even gonna say more on it yet. It kind of is compared to what I've seen in the Clone Wars and then what was revealed here. I was kind of like, okay, it makes sense because season 1, though. Oh man, you know what? I'm gonna say it. So. Okay. No, I have a lot of things to talk about with this, but I'm gonna stick to this one little talk since you mentioned it. So when it comes to the Mandalorians, what bugged me was how season 1 they really made the whole like, oh, did you remove your helmet? You don't, blah blah blah, and then they put this really good limelight on Death Watch, which really confused me in the ending of season 1, because in the Clone Wars, Death Watch, they're a bunch of extremist jerks. I understand maybe through Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, his point of view, Death Watch is good guys. But they're not. They stole in one episode. They took over an entire village in the Clone Wars, and they took over an entire village and kicked a whole bunch of people out and stole their food and money. And that's why I was always like, how is Death Watch good? They're like a bunch of idiots. They're rude. And so the minute Bo-Katan explained about them being a bunch of cultist zealots or whatever, I'm like, yes, that's what they are. And because there's pop figures of Death Watch characters, there's Black Series toys. It's the equivalent of like kids liking bad guy characters, which is fine, everyone does. But to me, I'm like, Death Watch is totally not like Darth Vader. There's some cool aspect to Darth Vader, and he has a backstory. But Death Watch are literal like thugs that steal and pillage, and they don't give a crap about what you think.
In their name, they sound like bad guys.
Yes.
Like, it is called Death Watch. Like that. I don't know if that can.
I don't know. I mean, my God, it says death in the name. How do people think it's cool? Why do people? I guess that's my issue. The past year, I had a friend that was very into the Mandalorian, and he was just like, "Oh, the Death Watch is this, that's blah blah blah. That's so cool, Mondo." And I'm like, in back of my mind, I just want to be like, they're not. They're bad guys. No one gets it.
I guess like it. I mean, I don't mind. I guess that he's a part of Death Watch because we are. I mean, the Mandalorian is supposed to be like that anti-hero, type of thing. He's not perfect, but like I totally get your point. Like,
did anybody else notice like her tone when she said, "Well, I need the dark saber to rule Mandalore"? Did anybody else catch her tone in that?
Heck yeah, dude. Oh, sorry. Okay. I thought that
I caught the tone.
Yeah.
It was a little sketchy to me.
A little sketchy.
Yeah. She seems like a little bit of a sketchy. I wouldn't trust her.
Yeah.
After that tone.
No.
I have heard females use that tone.
Yes.
And nothing good comes after a female uses that tone. In my experience.
I mean,
never good.
Which I get females to use that tone a lot.
Yeah.
I've gotten it plenty of times. It's never good afterwards.
Yeah.
Might be something about me.
No. It's like, I mean, you guys make points. I guess you're right. It's weird because, okay, you know what? I only have like 3 questions, but they're like 3 like questions that could take a while. So the first one I was gonna ask, screw it. Yeah, Bo-Katan. That was the character I was making a big deal about. That's the thing I want to talk about so much. For me, as a fan of the Clone Wars and Rebels and the lore, I was like, but oh my God, I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God. The minute I saw the helmet, the minute I heard the voice, because she's voiced by this actress called Katie Sackhoff or something. And she's an A-list actress in like action movies and stuff, but she voices that same character in the Clone Wars and Rebels. So I thought that's freaking cool. They got an actual actress from the cartoon to play her live action counterpart. And so throughout the whole episode, I thought she was badass. Her tone and everything you guys are saying, I agree. It's sketchy, but there was points where I was kind of like, no, I agree with her. Like when she mentions the Darksaber, for me, it was a big deal because she's the rightful ruler of Mandalore. Her sister was the ruler of Mandalore, and then she got killed by Darth Maul, and then blah, blah, blah. And so she becomes the next in line to become the next ruler. And she had the Darksaber, but we never, obviously they're going to show in this season how it got stolen from Moff Gideon. But when she was acting like that, I was totally left field or whatever, right field, whatever. The other side of what y'all were thinking, because I was like, oh, she's badass. Yeah, get that Darksaber, freaking.
Oh, okay. So that I guess that makes a little more. That makes her sound a little more human to me if she's actually the rightful.
I didn't know that.
Of Mandalore.
Remember, her armor has been handed.
Yeah,
off.
I did not know that. So now I kind of feel like that. So now I guess me and Luke just got canceled.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Me and Luke is sexist now.
Yep.
Is what just happened.
Okay, I didn't even. You know, it's funny. I didn't even get to my question, but I'll just say it. Like, I'll say the question right now. So, as fans of Star Wars, from all 3 of you guys, but you've never seen the animated, or at least you've seen some things, or at least touched up on it, the animated shows. And when she showed up, what was y'all's impression? Like, because I want to know the other side of this. Because for me, I freaked out, like I've been saying. But did you guys like, oh, she's cool, or she was sketchy, or anything? I guess.
I mean, I knew she was in charge. I mean, that's.
Oh yeah, they made that clear.
They made that abundantly clear that she was definitely in charge. I don't know. I couldn't get a real read on her. She didn't have a lot of speaking parts until like then she just drops an A-bomb on you and then just dips out. You know what I mean,
she just drops a dark saber bomb.
Yeah,
like the Star Wars equivalent of a watch bomb.
I mean, I don't know. Clearly, her background is good, but they made it seem like there's a problem.
Yeah. That's. I mean, I guess. I mean, to more casual fans, I guess, like myself, is like you maybe should have explained it a little bit better, because like I had no idea all that you just told me. That puts her in a much different light. That puts the ending in a much different light to me, because now it's like, okay, she's got a claim, like Game of Thrones type shit going on, and that's, I mean, that's cool. I thought she was just a psycho the way that ended.
No,
I was like, yo, this crazy.
Like she's wanting she's wanting a lightsaber. She stole this whole ship. She lights up. I mean, I guess to a casual fan, I agree. Like, it does seem sketchy.
I guess also though, like, I can't say someone's crazy for like wanting a lightsaber, because look, there was this kid back in the day. I remember someone asked him what he would do if he ever had a lightsaber, and he said, I don't know. I never really wanted a lightsaber. And from then on, I never trusted that kid.
Psychopath. Yeah.
I never trusted him. I never fully trusted that kid. I wouldn't want to take a rap with that kid.
Like, even if you're not like a big Star Wars fan, a lightsaber.
He'd be the first to snitch.
Yeah. For sure.
So when they first landed on the ship, I was like, because the only helmet I've ever seen like that, Sabine. So I was like, what is Sabine doing here?
Yo, you want me to? I don't want to go
on.
I don't. So, I think
kind of had that like spray painty look there. So I was like, what is Sabine doing here?
Well, okay. So when it comes to Mandalorian culture, each clan, they have their own different art style that they add to it. Bo-Katan, her clan is called like Clan Kryze, that they said, because that's her last name. But she also has like a nickname, the Night Owls. That's why it has like white. It looks like a bird. Sabine, she has her own style. They explain it in Rebels that when it comes to Mandalorian armor, there's 500 or even 1,000 years of history, and it's all from their families, and they forged it to whatever they want, like for whoever fit it better. But you are able to add in like decals and designs based on the tribe that you follow through. So when they showed Bo-Katan, I liked her look on that. The other two, I think their suits are blue to go with her clan. That's why when it comes to Mondo, I could be wrong. It's a theory. I mean, my theory is because we already had like 2 episodes of people wanting to steal his armor. I feel like maybe he might have to like change. Cover it. Yeah, I don't like the silver look. I like the brown suit. I'll say it. I hate the silver look on Mondo. I like the brown look that he had. He looked like very Western, like a cowboy. But I feel like with them mentioning 2 episodes in a row, everyone noticing it's Beskar armor, I feel like maybe he does possibly change allegiance. Maybe he gets a certain design that goes with that. But that's just theory. It
might be whoever he finds. Maybe it's whoever he finds. That's what he does.
Yeah.
Whatever clan he finds.
Yeah. No, I agree. So I guess, okay, on my second question on the same topic, I guess, since they introduced the animated character, like a animated character, Bo-Katan, and they mentioned Ahsoka Tano. Obviously Thursday I'm gonna be, if you're gonna hear someone yelling outside, geeking out, that's me. I don't even care what town you're in. That's me freaking out. Oh my god, Ahsoka Tano. But to the casual viewers, it's whatever. Do you think they should introduce more animated characters like this? And if they do, should they do it like this? Just throw them in? or add some information? Like, do you think you need to, like, should you feel obligated? I guess what I'm trying to say. Should you feel obligated to watch the cartoons or just go along with whatever they show in The Mandalorian? That makes sense.
I mean, I guess they do need it.
They want you to watch that stuff. I mean, that's how they.
Yeah, that's like I'd rather they explain it a little bit. Like, I mean, I know plenty about Ahsoka, so now I know enough that I know who she is, and that's dope that Ahsoka Tano is in the show. But not everyone knows who that is. Not everyone watching, and like, I mean, like that's whole the Bo-Katan girl, if that's the name of the looking for the Darksaber at the end. Like, I needed that explanation.
Yeah,
that you gave me. So I hope that they'd give people the explanation. The mouse ain't doing that.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not doing that. Like, just like Tyler said, they're just like, they might even just drop a link like under it on Twitter. Like, hey, you want information? You can check it all out here on Disney Plus.
Our fact check.
Yeah.
Start your account now for $6.99 a month. We got everyone in the world giving us $7 a month.
Like, they start being all sarcastic, like, oh, you guys want to know the information about these characters? well, watch 7 seasons of the Clone Wars. Here's the link. And I'm like, oh, thanks, guys. I don't know. That's why I have like different. I only had like 2 different lists when I was recommending the show to some of my other friends. Like, basically, I just cut out the filler, and I only left in Mandalorian and Ahsoka stuff, and that's primarily what this season is. So it's not even.
I was going to say, I know most people say other fanboys at work, they're like, just watch the last 2 seasons of Rebels. Don't even worry about the first.
Yeah.
If you just want something to tie you into the Mandalorian.
Yeah. And even then, there's like one-off episodes in season 1 and 2 of Rebels that actually have a lot of cool information for Mandalorian, or even characters they're gonna introduce. Like in season 2 of Rebels, they show Ahsoka fighting against Vader, and it's such a sad like scene. But I don't know. I do, as a clearly on the other side of seeing this stuff, I do kind of wish. I felt like, maybe they should have at least give like 5 more minutes explaining who she is. Not saying who she is, but like during that the restaurant scene, she should have said a little bit more information, like, oh, I'm clan this and this. I'm the rightful ruler of Mandalore, and my mission, I'm trying to get this ship. And something else that I'm trying to get is the Darksaber. Like, I'm not saying.
Yeah, instead of she kept like telling him like, I can't give you.
Yeah.
Like I can't tell you anything. Like, you just have to do this. She really. It actually would have been pretty easy to just write that in.
Yeah. It was
like, hey, by the way, so here's the reason I'm doing all this violent shit and dragging you with me to tell you a simple sentence.
Yeah. It's like,
I'm telling you where to go. I'm not even going to give you directions.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But you have to do all of this for me.
Oh my god. But like, it was just, see, like that vague stuff, it's fine for an episode, but it's also hard to get a lock on these newer characters that have such history, at least to me. Like, hey, Ahsoka, I'm pretty sure, and there's another character from Rebels, Ezra, that I think they might mention in the next
lightsaber
episode.
hilt of all time.
The gun? No.
Yes.
It's not. Luke's
it's like the perfect cheater gun.
Literally my reaction.
Like, oh, you're beating me? No, you're not. You're not gonna be.
No, it's dumb. It's dumb, dude. I loved it the first time they showed it. I thought that's neat. Then I realized a gun as a lightsaber, that's like, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's so ridiculous.
No, you're not.
Oh my god. So, so one of the issues that I had with the show, since everyone's like, we're all like, hey, we like it. I actually have a problem with this episode. And it's not with it. Huh?
Canceled.
Canceled?
Canceled.
Okay. Oh, okay.
You can't dislike us.
Yeah.
You can't dislike it.
Yeah, you can't. You're not allowed.
This is the way, Mark.
Yeah, you're not allowed to dislike things in pop culture.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. I'm kidding. No, I guess you can.
He's like that.
Okay. So my main issue in this episode is with the Mandalorian himself. Why? I think he's an idiot. I think he's stupid. You're telling me that, let's say he's 30. For 30 years.
We went straight to idiot? We went to
Yes!
idiot.
He's an idiot.
Went there.
30 years. He's been a Mandalorian. Doesn't know you could take off your helmet. You mean to tell me he only sticked with his own clan? Because I've seen, like,
So he hasn't
Yes, he only
taken
does
that
one
helmet
more.
off for
That's the question. He only does
30
one.
years.
it's it bugs me, and I don't know why it bugs me. It's just, I guess what the reason I'm so defensive is because to me, Mondo is a completely new character, right? Well, we only have like a season and 3 episodes. Bo-Katan, on the other hand, I've seen her in so many episodes of Clone Wars. She's awesome. I guess there is some hyperbole or whatever the word is of me being a little like upset on when he was like, "Where'd you get that armor? You're not Mandalorian." Like all this stuff, and I'm like, dude,
straight bully, high school bully. He was a high school bully. Yes.
Oh,
This is my walker. What'd you do? I've always had this.
like, where'd you get that armor? That's my armor now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess parts of that I just didn't like. As a fan of the.
That's my lunch now, punk.
My shit now. So I guess that's my main thing. That's my issue with this episode was him himself. The idea that he doesn't know you can't take off your helmet. I felt like that's a little stupid. There's little moments that I did like where I felt like you tell him, like when they changed the arrangement of the deal to steal the ship, and then Bo-Katan sarcastically says, "This is the way."
This is the way.
Freaking tell him, dude. Freaking tell him he sucks. And I got so upset. I was so upset with him, and it was weird. It's weird. I'm hating on the main character of the show. I don't know. And so I don't know how I'm gonna react to next week's episode when he meets Ahsoka, and if
he's not beating Ahsoka next week. Not a shot.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's gonna.
He's not. Ahsoka's not. I don't. Dude, they're gonna give you another peek of Boba.
Darth Maul than he does Ahsoka.
Oh, don't go that far.
Dude, they're gonna give you another peek of Boba Fett.
Yeah, before you see Ahsoka.
That's what they're gonna do. Is they're gonna tease Boba Fett again, and then the week after that, we'll probably meet Ahsoka to now.
I'm not gonna hit you with this hand. I'm gonna get you with this hand.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No.
But Boba's not gonna do anything either. He's just gonna.
No, he's just gonna stand there staring at the sun.
It's just gonna be another like 1 second thing where it's just
like, I'm still alive, guys.
Watching the sun go down in his robe.
And we're all gonna go nuts.
And black screen.
Yep.
No.
And then the mouse is going to announce that they're raising the price on the subscriptions. Yep, fine.
Yeah.
$12.99.
Oh, damn it. You know what sucks?
Rich bitch.
You know what sucks? Luke, you're right. I know she's not going to show up.
I know. The mouse has you, Mark. The mouse has you.
I'm gonna be collective here. I have faith that Ahsoka will show up next episode because I've been talking about it for 3 episodes of this thing. He's gonna
go to Mount Spalgo. He's gonna stop for a drink, and then Shanghai him into something else, and then they're gonna fix the ship with the old lady, and then he's gonna go to the next planet.
Yeah, I know. It seems logical, honestly.
And then Ahsoka's really probably just gonna tell him to go to another place.
Yeah. Psych. She'll leave him a note. Psych. I'm actually here.
It's. You know what? Let's go with this. You want to know going based on what you're saying? This is what's gonna happen. Oh no, my ship's messed up. Guess what? Tatooine is close by. I have a reason to go back there. That lady could repair it. Blah blah blah. Goes there, encounters Boba Fett somehow in the episode. They have a little confrontation. The fanboys are gonna love it because Boba Fett's there. Fine, great. And then yada yada. Boba Fett escapes, dies, whatever. The ship's repaired. Then we go to Ahsoka. That's what's gonna happen. I don't want it to happen, my dream world would be him going to meet Ahsoka. She gives every exposition I've ever wanted on the Clone Wars, even though it's boring for everyone. I'm joking, and it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a great episode, and they just end it there, and I'll be happy.
Yeah,
But,
and the season's over.
There's not even going to be a confrontation with Boba, though. They're not doing that yet. Isn't there like 10 episodes in the
He's
season?
literally gonna pickpocket his armor back off of.
Dude, we're only going into the 4th episode. They're not going to have a confrontation with Boba Fett yet.
He's gonna realize the armor's
Might
missing.
not even get that this season.
Well, that's my thing. We don't know what armor is, really, do we? 'Cause he
It's in the
flips
ship.
it on the blank.
Cobb, yeah.
I would assume it's still in the ship. I mean,
Because he got the armor from Cobb. Yeah, it's got to still be in the ship.
he still kept that droid.
Well, I mean, this,
Well, he had that accent. Did he get Did they show him picking everything up?
that and all those guys like Beskar armor. They might have stolen it when they fixed the ship.
Oh.
Confirmed. Boba Fett, episode 4.
Yep. Boba Fett, episode 4.
Hashtag fact check.
Okay, I don't know if that's on DraftKings.
We can check
it's-
Thrive Fantasy.
I was gonna say it's not on Thrive Fantasy, but if you're into prop betting, then this episode was brought to you by Thrive Fantasy. Use promo code.
Oh, that's promo code.
Oh wow, that's a really
Yeah.
good code. Should I wait?
Oh, he's alive.
There
There he
he
is.
is.
Okay. What was the
Oh.
code?
Dragons.
I'm joking.
Did you guys get the sponsor plug, or did it like completely
No.
break up?
no.
The shape was plugged in on get through.
Oh my god.
It was right at the code. We're like,
Oh,
Is it-
BCMG.
Oh, okay. BCMG.
Say MJ.
yeah, they say him something.
Just BCMG. Let's not give them the Spanish one too.
I'll put the code
That's gonna
here
screw
when
us
I'm
up.
editing. Fine, it's all good. So, but yeah, that's that's what's gonna happen next episode. It's gonna be stupid. Some other stupid adventure is gonna happen. Ahsoka's not gonna be seen till the last episode, and I'm gonna be upset. Gonna be tired. I don't know. The show is amazing, but it's starting to get to me a little bit.
You can just like wake up on Friday morning.
No.
And watch it.
No, I want to be the first one. I want to complain on Twitter that I was tired. I'm kidding. No.
Dude, I wake up I'm still up even though I'm not working right now. I'm still up at like 6:45
Mhm.
like every day at the latest. Because I'm an old man even though I'm only 27. But I see your tweets on the timeline when I'm scrolling Twitter and it's from like 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago, and I'm like, fucking goddamn, Huck. What time did you get up to watch Mandalorian, dude? I'm like, I get up early, and I haven't even taken a shit. I had a cup of coffee yet. Mark's like 3 hours ahead of me, like, oh, this episode.
My trick is,
And then he goes in the Twitter messages and puts all these things in there when no one else has watched them yet.
okay.
Yeah, and well, I
Technically,
it's 5 o'clock. And I haven't turned notifications off in that chat. It's like 5 a.m. It's just like going off. Mark Arado shared a gift.
technically, I didn't spoil anything.
No, correct.
No, you didn't.
I
You
did.
Well, technically.
We're just
I did-
jabbing at you, bud.
I did spoil, like, oh, look, here's the animated Bo-Katan, is the real one. And then Luke was like, oh, Tyler hasn't seen it. I'm
like,
like,
yo, whoa.
I was like, damn it. And so I was so upset with myself, like.
No, it didn't happen. I was lying. That didn't happen.
I was lying. It didn't.
Fake news.
Fake
Didn't
news.
happen.
Fake news.
That wasn't in the episode, Tyler. Don't worry.
It's just something. But, okay, I guess going to my last question here, the Mandalorian kind of got revealed that his clan is, I guess, as a lot of people were saying online, a cult, and that he was like technically indoctrinated as a kid to be in this cult, Death Watch, and now they're called the Children of the Watch. should Mondo join a different clan, that would imply he would be able to take off his helmet a lot in the later this season or next season. Should that happen, or or would that honestly take you away from the show? Like, oh, now we're gonna see Pedro Pascal's face a lot, and there's that cool mystery of him wearing the helmet's not there anymore. I don't know.
No, I think me personally, I think is going to happen is he's going to have a sit down talk with Boba Fett, honestly, and Boba's going to be like, "Listen, this is what happened to me." He's going to tell him the whole backstory on like what happened with him and why he doesn't wear the armor anymore, or, wear the suit no more.
Yeah,
I'll probably warn him, like, like my father had his helmet on and he couldn't see that lightsaber coming.
And Samuel L. Jackson was like, "Hey, motherfucker."
Yeah.
Done.
Oh my God.
Samuel L. Jackson he's gonna be like, dude, Samuel L. Jackson just marked my dad.
Right.
Like ever since then, like, my life was never the same. Like, I got dumped in the Sarlacc pit, and it's...
Hold on. Can we talk about his dad first? Okay, so his dad gets his head chopped off, right? And then when they leave, he's seen Boba has the helmet in his hand. Is it fair to say his head is still in the helmet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
then that's fucking creepy.
I mean, it's got to be a tight fit, right? Like,
yeah,
it might not have been that easy to just like rip a decapitated head right out of that helmet. I mean,
pick it up though to just be like, bleh.
Right. That's what I always.
The head doesn't fall out, so I mean, it's wedged in there.
In there.
Yeah, it's in there pretty good, and now this just completely ruined the thing is Star Wars for, because now I'm gonna overthink that.
Well, to make it even weirder, in the Clone Wars, Boba Fett he has like a 2 or 3 part episode where they show him he's still a kid because it's only like 5 years after Attack of the Clones. He gets his revenge on Mace Windu, and by doing what he does is he gets his dad's helmet, and there's like a bomb in it, and he basically he tries to kill Mace Windu with it, but it's his dad's actual helmet. So when I watched the episode, that thought did come to mind as well. Like, did he dug out his dad's head and just put a bomb there?
Right.
It's really weird. It's really weird.
Right. Samuel was just like, "Whoa,
Samuel L. Jackson even thinks that's fucked up. It's like, dude,
right.
Yo, you put a bomb. You dug out your dad's head and put a bomb there. You motherfucker, crazy.
Well, the only way Boba got
that's
off
worse than the shock.
Is taking the jetpack and just be like, "Yo."
Yeah. Samuel L. Jackson just gets killed in like horrible ways. Apparently, his characters, like the Deep Blue Sea character, gets ripped in half by the shark. The story of how Mace Windu gets taken out, man. Yeah, wow.
Eats his face off.
I was about to say, Pulp Fiction.
No, I mean, he did get a bad run with those snakes on the plane. I wouldn't have liked those either. I don't know why everyone makes fun of him for saying that. Yeah, I would have been sick and tired of having those snakes on that motherfucking plane.
Yeah. Okay, it's going back to the thing. I personally would love to see his helmet come off a lot. It doesn't change the show. It's still the Mandalorian. I think he should totally. I think when you said about him having that talk with Boba Fett, I could see that. Actually, I would love to see something like that, to see a different perspective on this whole matter, because it's kind of hard to just, I would assume, being told that the one religious thing that you've been with since you were like a kid, the people that saved you, turns out to be bad guys, and they actually are very I guess to him, because to him he thinks, oh, they saved me. In reality, no.
He owes them.
Yeah.
He feels like he owes them his life.
Yeah. So it's like it's a very weird thought. Like, I really hope they don't brush over this idea, and I really hope that he does, because I really didn't like that confrontation with Bo-Katan at first, where he's like, oh, there's only one way, the way of the Mandalore or some Mandalorian, and he flies off, and it made me think like, dude, I'm going back to hating on him, but it made me think like, dude, like, you don't know everything about this culture. You know one thing about your oh, is everything frozen, or am I frozen? Oh crap.
Yeah.
Did I just get kicked
yep.
off?
So,
he's alive.
You know what?
This is the way.
You know what? I'm taking that as Zoom.
This is
me.
the way.
I'm just gonna take that as Zoom telling me like stop talking about Star Wars.
Sorry, Palpatine. What'd you say, Steve?
Oh my god.
Steve's giving it.
You should play the Star Wars music to me walking away with the hood on.
I'm doing that. Oh my god.
I hate
It's got cold though, guys.
So
Alright,
coarse.
so where are we going?
Oh my god.
I don't know. We're lost. We're gone. We're done.
We're done.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not really, but
I honestly forgot my train of thought after that. But I'll just say
you had a really good one going, and like I mean the glare, the glare in your glasses must be what got you.
It was magic. It was magic.
It was
Wait
like a
till you go
sign
back
from
when you're
above.
editing that, and you'll hear all the great comments.
Yeah, oh yeah, you're gonna have a good
High
time.
quality content.
It was like ITL level almost.
yeah.
Yeah.
It would be awesome to have him be the catalyst of showing newer viewers, you know, hey, this is Mandalore, the planet. This is their customs. There's other clans, guys. Like, you know, there's other ones that are pretty cool and pretty badass. Not just Death Watch. It kind of makes me think like if he does do that, like would the armor, the lady, the one who, if she's gonna be like upset with him or something, like if he questions about that, like why didn't you tell me there was other, because she seems to be part of that clan as well, and it seems like
She seems very, very strict.
yeah.
Like the nun in class with the rulers.
Right?
Yeah,
Oh my God.
like the Penguin and the Blues Brothers.
I was about
Yes.
to.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's
I'm always right there with an 80s movie reference.
that's awesome.
I do it all the time in like regular conversation, and half the time no one has any idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But but I guess that's it for me. I don't know if you guys had any closing thoughts on this episode. Like,
Well, one thing about him, like, you know, coming to a new clan and you know, taking his helmet off, whatever. I think really, I mean, you want this show to go longer than a couple of seasons, right?
Yeah,
I think they want to do something big here.
yeah,
I think they can go for a while. You could it makes the character less like one dimensional if you do that. And I mean, Pedro Pascal's actually not a bad actor, so you can let him do a little more, use a little more of his skills for the money that you're giving him.
yeah.
If you let him take his face off, I mean,
It's going to be a
not his face off.
for sure. Like
Yeah.
They're going to be like, oh, he's going to finally take his
Yeah, it's gonna be like
to be continued.
I know behind the scenes, Pedro Pascal actually has issues about the show, and it's not not anything bad. It's just he wishes to actually show his face in the show a lot, because I guess for him it's like you're literally the main character, but you're not playing him physically. I'm pretty sure that's a good break, and you still get paid and stuff. But I think he wants screen time.
I don't know. Does he have to wear that armor all the time walking around? That's not really a break,
Take
dude.
it off, Steve. He has to sleep with it. He has to poop in it.
Yeah, I mean, is he a method actor? Like, Shia LaBeouf would be living.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Shia LaBeouf would be living in that armor.
Yeah.
I would be too.
Yeah,
I think
I
we
mean,
all
if I had Mandalorian armor, I'd be walking around in that.
I would absolutely walk to the bank in it. I'd fucking pay my bills with it. Absolutely.
I wonder if someone would call the cops on me for that.
Yeah, exactly.
In Texas, they wouldn't, but like in
They're like, this
Massachusetts,
is Halloween. I'm like, well, bud, this is my mask.
it's protection.
This is the way.
Yeah, this is the way. This is the way.
I mean, if that was a thing, I'd literally be wearing this clone trooper helmet like 24/7.
Yeah.
Stuff. Like, that'd be
Yeah.
so cool. But
Megan was all mad the other night because I was playing Fortnite and had my Stormtrooper helmet on. When she came out of the shower, I'm like, what are you looking at? She's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm in my character. I was just playing Fortnite and had my Stormtrooper helmet.
Dude,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
so cool.
speaking of that, if you ever have one of those Stormtrooper helmets, no wonder why they can't shoot worth it. You can't see anything out of this.
No,
You can't see
no.
shit.
Like, here's a.
I like
okay.
they made that comment about the stormtroopers in the
dead
episode. When he said they can't hit the blind side of a bantha or whatever.
Yeah, can't hit the broadside of a bantha. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So for whoever's watching this video, clone trooper helmets, they have these visors, right? They're great. They're just super long. You could see, what do they call it? Peripheral vision. You could see through the sides.
Yeah.
Peripheral. Peripheral vision. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dumb.
I can spell that too. By the way,
I can't.
fifth grade spelling bee champ.
Oh my God.
Avery Elementary. Just
Woo.
just gonna throw that out there.
You have a shrine somewhere in your house right now. Like you just never live it down. Like it's amazing.
I got that next to my high school diploma.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's like all the educational awards I really got. So that's
All you need.
yeah.
Would you be upset if I put this portion for Twitter? I'm joking. I'm not gonna do that.
No, I don't care at all.
I'm joking. I felt bad because last week I thought it was really
awesome.
good. I thought it was really good talk, and then freaking Will from freaking UK had to post about it, and I was like, all right, thanks, man. You're awesome, but what?
Yeah, he just out of context. I sounded horrible.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of context, I sounded horrible.
I was like, no. But
You can't take me out of context. That's like the.
sorry.
I'm the last person I take out of context. That's you'll end up with
You
some
could
horrible
literally put that
remarks.
in anything, you'd have been the bad guy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But to the helmet thing, the reason I say is that a stormtrooper helmet sucks. They're like the eyes are like super far out wide. It's hard to see anything. I never understood the appeal of wanting to dress up like one. I could understand a clone trooper; they're badass, but a stormtrooper.
If I got to dress up as a trooper, it would either be the Death Trooper or Inferno Trooper.
Yeah, no, they're cool. Those are at least badass. Like they're.
Let me say this about all these like the trooper helmets and all this. I mean, they all get killed by like one blaster shot anyway, like in the movies. So like, is the helmet doing anything?
The helmet in the
Worth it.
Like, is it doing anything besides blinding their vision? I mean, apparently this armor can't even stand up to
It lets me talk.
a regular blaster shot. Like, I mean, Boba's armor, the Mandalorian armor, that can. The trooper armor doesn't seem like it can. So what the?
well,
Is the helmet just there to look cool? Like,
well, it's a uniform.
if that's the case, then the
It was the
Empire could have
cheapest
spent more
uniform
money
option
on
they
like
had.
walkways in the Death Star and like railings and stuff, so people aren't just falling and dying all over the place in the Death Star instead of spending all that money on
The Stormtrooper
Well,
Union clearly
useless helmets.
must be black and white armor. Okay, nothing more, nothing less.
It's like, what was this, like made by Nike?
Can't
I
afford
mean-
that. That's what is it? And one brand from Walmart.
Oh my God. No, like I mean,
Hey, I'll let And One sponsor us. That's fine.
Right. Yeah.
they hear this episode.
Shaq-
Oh, let's sponsor them.
Yeah, hey, that guy seems cool.
Oh my God. But yeah, no, stormtrooper helmets sucks. Clone troopers are cool. Unless you're a Death Trooper or a Inferno Trooper, they're badass too. Anyway, I guess. Well, if there's nothing else, I guess that's pretty much it for the episode. It's great. I'm excited for the next one. But before I close out, starting with Steve, I guess, hey, put your information, your Twitter, your
Mark, I got one more thing before we sign off then. I found an Easter egg in the episode. I want to know if anyone else saw the Easter egg.
Uh-oh.
Anyone? No?
Yeah.
Okay. So when they're taking down the ship, does anyone look at the console? No?
No.
oh,
There's a little Death Star on the
shut up.
desk. No, there is like a little Death Star on the console. I'll screenshot it in the thing and send it out in the group text.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll
It's
have
pretty
to
cool.
look. That's awesome.
There was a I didn't see that one. I posted in the group that there was even a behind the scenes thing because it was directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, who's Ron Howard's daughter, and she recreated the Apollo 13 shuttle going to Earth.
I saw that.
And I thought that was really neat. I was like, that's a really cool way to like, you know, honor your dad, but it's also a cool like visual for the episode. So I thought that was pretty cool. Oh yeah, Steve, where can we find you?
You can find me at Rasna_Steven on Twitter, or just go to the website www.bluecollarmg.com.
Ew, Luke just cup of cheese me. God damn.
Oh my god.
God.
All right, Luke, you want to give your sign off?
So I'm just Luke. You can find me on Twitter at Hearts always check out bluecollarmg.com. And we, on our new podcast, the Blue Lot Boys, went 3-1 this weekend. We were 3-1 last weekend, so that brings us up to 6-2 in the past 2 weeks. So we're trying to win you guys some money.
Said I am on the Blue Lot Boys. I've gone 2-0 the last 2 weeks after a rocky start.
He was 0-6.
No, I wasn't 0-6. I was 0-2. So I'm actually 2-2 in the league. But so you can find me on the Blue Lot Boys page. I run that for them. And then I'm on Cigars Are Life 56. That's my Twitter handle. I pair up with livingyourbestcigarlife.com and run some promotions with them, talk some smoking tips and recommendations there. So if you like smoking cigars and stogies, come see me at Living My Best Cigar Life.
Use promo code MYBESTCIGARLIFE, all caps, to get $10 off your first order.
Oh,
subscribe.
Well, as always, I'm going to put all y'all's links on my description. I'm going to put, you know, obviously I'm going to edit all that stuff in the video, so it's going to be great. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, just wait till the part where you freeze and we talk about your glasses. It's magic.
Really? Oh, crap.
It's
He said, oh, God.
Okay, well then I guess next episode I'm just gonna be blind. I'm not gonna wear my glasses. I'm just gonna sign off with that.
Because you're gonna be too busy crying because Ahsoka's not gonna be in the next episode.
Well,
will be all
well, I guess I have nothing to say about that.
I'm
gonna show up.
Shit. I'm gonna look for a place to see if there's odds on a show now being in the next episode.
She's gonna show up.
There's gotta be somewhere you can bet on that, right?
He has. Listen.
I mean, Vegas lets you bet on anything. They've got to have Mandalorian lines out there at this point.
If she's gonna show up, she has to speak. It's not gonna.
Doubt that.
She's gonna show up.
Just saying.
She's gonna be a badass.
If you're betting on it, and if she just shows up and doesn't speak, then that's still gonna count as her being in the episode, and you're gonna lose that bet. So
it's just gonna be a person in a dark hooded robe. We're like, well, is that Boba Fett? Is that Ahsoka?
And then as the episode ends, she'll take the hood off. That's Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Damn it.
And then, unfortunately, if that happens. That probably won't be in episode 5 at all.
I hate because when you mentioned the hoodie part, that's literally the ending of Rebels. She shows up with a hood over her head, and you're like, "Who's that?"
And I didn't even know that. Wow! So they're actually gonna do that as fan service.
No! Oh, I don't want to do that.
Dude, that makes that's what's happening.
I want Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka.
I just figured out the ending of the next Mandalorian episode.
No.
Heard it here first.
I just got stoned and talked to my buddies and figured out the ending to the Mandalorian episode. I set the bar high, real high in life,
but we can only do this when Steve's high.
Yeah.
That's fine.
He doesn't remember anything if he's not. So he has to be high the whole time.
If he's correct, if he's correct about this, then every episode, Steve, high. I beg you. I want to know what's gonna happen.
It'll save me for waking up early and watching
Should I be up at 2 a.m.?
Yeah. he just texts me at like 12 o'clock or 11
Should I
o'clock.
be?
Do you think I should wake up, man? Or like, you really think that's what's gonna happen?
All right.
And that's it.
Yeah, and that's the end of the show. Thank you guys so much for coming in and talking Star Wars. Sorry I went and talked too much about the Mandalorians and all that stuff. And you know, I know I'm gonna be right. So I can't wait till next episode when Ahsoka comes. And it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a great episode. It's not gonna be Boba Fett showing up. So anyway, thanks guys for coming. Thank you everyone for watching this. And bye,
Sorry.
guys.
Bye.
Kit Fisto appearance called it later.
Okay.